Hello. In our previous video, we looked at the layers of the blood vessels. In this video, we're going to compare arteries and veins. Before watching this video, I would highly recommend watching my previous videos on ECG, heart anatomy, physiology, blood flow through the heart, and also blood flow through the body, because those videos will help you better understand this video. So let's get into it. So there are a couple of differences that I've listed over here. There are about 7 main differences that I can point out. The first difference is blood pressure. Blood in the arteries exerts more force on the walls, causing the blood pressure to be higher. This is because blood is being actively pumped out of the heart, and the blood puts pressure on the walls of the blood vessels, causing the blood pressure to be higher. While in the case of veins, the blood is traveling opposite of the gravity, or it's opposing the gravity, is moving towards the heart. So that's why blood in the veins has lower blood pressure. So that's the first difference. Again, arteries have higher blood pressure, while veins have lower blood pressure. The other difference is that arteries are more stretchy, while veins are less stretchy. So arteries are more stretchy because they have to resist higher blood pressure, as we just talked about, and that's why they contain more elastic fibers. While veins, they don't have to resist that high of a blood pressure, and that's why they contain less elastic fibers, and then they're less stretchy or expandable. So arteries are more stretchy / expandable, while veins are less stretchy or expandable. Okay, the third difference is the lumen size. Lumen of arteries is round and small, while in veins, the lumen is uneven and large. So let's look at this histology diagram. So in this diagram, you can see that the arteries have a more circular lumen, and it's also smaller compared to veins, which has a more uneven lumen, and it's a much larger lumen. The other difference you can point out in this diagram is that tunica media is larger or present more in arteries, while in veins, tunica externa is larger or thicker. So this is another difference that we actually talked about in our previous video, where we said that arteries have a more thicker tunica media, while veins have a more thicker tunica externa. The next difference is that arteries carry blood away from the heart, while veins carry blood towards the heart. Now there's this misconception that arteries always carry oxygenated blood, while veins always carry deoxygenated blood. This is not completely true. Arteries also do carry deoxygenated blood. And there's, I think, so only one example of it, and that's pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery takes blood away from the heart towards the lung to get it oxygenated. So it basically carries deoxygenated blood. In the case of veins, majority of the veins carry deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein is one of those veins, or I think so the only vein, which carries oxygenated blood from the lungs towards the heart. The main thing you need to remember is that arteries carry blood away from the heart, while veins carry blood towards the heart. Okay, so there are two more differences remaining. One difference is that arteries have no valves, while veins do have valves. So arteries have no valves, while veins do have valves. The only thing you need to remember, which is corrected now, is that arteries don't have any valves. Veins, they do have valves. So this is the corrected version, where I say arteries no valves and veins do have valves. Sorry for the mistake. The last difference between arteries and veins is that arteries have thicker walls, while veins have thinner walls. And if you think about it, this makes sense because arteries have to resist higher blood pressure than veins. So arteries have thicker walls to resist that high blood pressure, while veins have thinner walls because they don't need to resist that high of a blood pressure. So in this picture, you can see that veins, they have valves, arteries don't have valves. It's not clearly shown over here, but veins have uneven lumen, arteries have more circular and small lumen. Artery walls are more thicker, vein walls are thinner than arteries. Arteries have more tunica media, while veins have more tunica externa. I took both of these images from these links below, so the credit goes to these links. I didn't make the diagrams. These are a really good source to understand this concept. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.